You see the pictures of Napier, right? Sunny promenades, this incredible Art Deco architecture. They even call it the Nice of the Pacific. So, why do some of the people who actually live there call it one of the worst cities in New Zealand? Okay, let's get into it.
It's like there are two different Napiers. On one side, you have that perfect postcard version, the world-famous wineries, that beautiful coastline. But then, on the other side, you start listening to the locals, and you hear about sky-high living costs, a real lack of career opportunities, and a genuine fear of crime. There's this massive gap between what the tourists see and what the locals live with every single day.
So what's the real story here? Well, first things first, let's get one thing straight. With a population over 66,000, Napier is officially a city. This is not just some sleepy little town. The real question we need to ask is, are its problems just the normal growing pains of a regional city, or is there something, I don't know, deeper going on? That's what we're here to investigate.
All right, let's start by looking at the case against Napier. Why do some people find living here so frustrating? Well, for a lot of residents, it all boils down to one simple, unavoidable thing: money. Okay, look at this number. The average house price is over $750,000. Now, you might hear that and think, well, that's just Auckland. But this is Napier. For a regional city, a price tag like that puts the dream of owning a home completely out of reach for so many locals.
And renting? Yeah, that isn't much easier. Not by a long shot. We're talking an average of $650 a week. That is immense financial pressure, especially when you start to look at the local job market. This comment from a local on Reddit, man, it just sums it all up perfectly. There's this feeling that you're paying big city prices for everything, from your groceries to your power bill, but without getting any of the big city benefits. So that leads to the crucial point. Does the income even come close to matching the expenses?
For a lot of people, the answer is a hard no. In some parts of the city, the median income is just $36,000, which is way below the national median. Sure, there are jobs in things like horticulture and manufacturing, but what if you're looking for a corporate career or you're in tech? The options are just slim. It's a story we see all across regional New Zealand, isn't it? Young, ambitious people feel like they have no choice but to leave to get ahead.
And then there's the lifestyle. For some people, Napier's quiet, relaxed pace is the absolute dream. For others, it's just, well, boring. As one person put it, this country goes to bed at 5. If you're looking for a vibrant nightlife, you are definitely going to be disappointed. But the issues people have go a bit deeper than just being bored.
Let's talk about safety. And this is a really tricky one, because how safe a place feels can be just as important, if not more important, than what the actual statistics say.
So looking at the hard data, Napier has the 10th highest rate of burglary in the entire country. That's a fact, and it's a statistic that genuinely worries people. It really contributes to that feeling that property crime is a real problem here. But if you dig into that data a little bit more, a crucial detail emerges. In the central city, the overwhelming majority of crime is actually theft and related property offenses. Now, don't get me wrong, any crime is bad, but this isn't a city being dominated by violent crime. So, what's behind that widespread feeling of being unsafe? For many, the answer is the very visible presence of gangs. In suburbs like Maranui, gang affiliation is high, and those tensions can spill out into the open. It's a super complex issue, often a symptom of deeper socioeconomic stress that you see in regional towns with fewer opportunities. But this creates a powerful perception of danger that statistics alone just can't capture. When people see gang patches at the local school, it fundamentally changes how safe they feel.
So we've got high costs, limited jobs, and these big concerns about safety. But why? Are these unique failings of Napier, or is there a bigger picture we're missing?
The truth is, Napier's problems are not happening in a vacuum. It's a small city, so its economy just isn't as diverse as Auckland's or Wellington's. And the housing crisis, that's a national issue, not a Napier-specific one. And this really gets to the core of the problem. There's a huge disconnect between the polished tourist image and the complicated reality for the locals.
But of course, that is only half the story. Thousands of people absolutely love living in Napier. So let's flip this around and look at the other side of the coin. Let's build the case for the city.
This gets right to the heart of the matter. As a place to retire, Napier scores a fantastic 88 out of 100. The pace of life, the climate, the amenities, it's nearly perfect. But look at the score for someone pursuing FIRE, financial independence, retire early. It's a dismal 14. And the reason is simple. High costs and lower salaries make it incredibly difficult to save and get ahead here.
And that gets to the heart of it. If your number one priority is lifestyle, Napier is genuinely world-class. You're living inside a unique Art Deco time capsule under one of the sunniest, driest climates in the country. You have world-famous wineries just a bike ride away and a stunning coastline for your morning walk. It's a place that trades the corporate ladder for a genuinely relaxed, laid-back pace of life.
And you can't talk about Napier without mentioning its incredible history. The city was almost completely destroyed by a massive earthquake back in 1931. Its rebirth in the Art Deco style is this amazing story of resilience, and it gives the city a character that is truly unique in the world.
So we've seen the good, the bad, and the complicated. It's time to weigh the evidence and answer the big question.
After everything we've looked at, the prices, the jobs, the crime, and the lifestyle, what's the final call?
The answer is clear. Objectively, no. It is not the worst city in New Zealand. Not even close. But it might just be one of the most misunderstood. Ultimately, Napier isn't inherently good or bad. It's a city of trade-offs. If you're a retiree, a family looking for a slower pace, or a remote worker who values sunshine over promotions, it could be paradise. But if you're a young professional trying to climb the career ladder, a first home buyer, or someone who craves the energy of a big city, it can be a deeply frustrating place to live. So maybe Napier isn't New Zealand's worst city. Maybe it's just one of the easiest cities to love from a distance and one of the hardest to live in if it doesn't fit your life. So what do you think? Based on all the evidence, is Napier the place for you? Would you live there or would you leave? Let us know down in the comments below.